What's happening, everybody? Farley here to do a quick video. I've got a few things in this weekend, and it's really not enough to do like a dedicated video for, say, music or comics. Just a little bit of everything, and so I'm kind of just throw everything into one quick video. I did pick up a couple of, a CD and a 7-inch. Picked up Nirvana Sliver, the best of the box. I'm not a huge nut for Nirvana, but I do. There was a couple songs on here I did want, especially You Know You're Right, which was unreleased, I think, until this CD. Somebody that knows Nirvana better than me probably could tell you. But there's a lot of demo stuff on here and some other things that I didn't really care to get. But You Know You're Right and All Apologies. Home demo. I think that and You Know You're Right were both home demos, but I absolutely love the song You Know You're Right. It's probably my favorite Nirvana song, and I've just heard it recently. I don't know why I never heard it before, but anyway, I don't know when this came out. I can't see. A little dark in my house, but anyway, cool to pick this up. I did not spend a lot of money for this. So I wouldn't have paid like a ton for this, but I got it for a price that I thought was really reasonable, especially for just wanting the two songs. And then I picked up a really cheap bootleg, The Misfits Beware. I just did a rip of this, so if you're interested in hearing this album, please check out the vinyl rip I did. It's a 7-inch, but it plays at 33 1/3. Because they really, for an EP or single or whatever you want to call this thing, they really packed a lot of songs on here. So, like I say, I just did a rip of it. So, if you're interested, if you like the Misfits, or if you want to check out this album or the band, I've got several rips up of Misfits albums and 7-inches and EPs and et cetera, et cetera. So, all right. So that's it on the music. I did pick up just one package. This is from Midtown Comics. I'm trying to plug some holes in my Godzilla collection, so I picked up Godzilla Oblivion #1. Love these covers, man. And then #3, Oblivion. And then Godzilla in Hell #2. You want to talk about a crazy story, man? Check this out. Hardly any dialogue. Well, really, there's no dialogue, really. Godzilla going through these different layers of hell, man. It's kind of crazy. And then 5, Godzilla in Hell. So I think that completes Godzilla in Hell, and then I got 1 or 2 more on Oblivion, I think. All right. And then I got, just real quick, I went by Goodwill the other day, and I haven't really been finding a whole lot lately, but I picked up this box set, the Alien Trilogy box set on VHS, and I hardly pass up anything Alien. I think the only thing I like is Blu-ray. I've got Laserdisc Alien Collection, and then the VHS, and then, like I say, Blu-ray, and then 4K. But I've got all the old styles anyway. And then I got just regular DVD, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is one I've got on VHS, but I did not have it on DVD. I love me some Harry Potter. And then also from all of these are from Goodwill. The last one is Night of the Living Dead. Okay, it's on one CD. This is Night of the Living Dead Reanimation, which came out in 3D. I don't have the glasses in here, but I do have some glasses. And then it also comes with a 2D version on one disc. So I've never seen it where they put like 2D and 3D on the same disc, but they did. And I've never seen this. So, yeah, be checking that out soon. Night of the Living Dead Reanimation. What year did that come out? 2012. All right. All right, so that's it for music, comics, and Goodwill stuff. Last thing, just a real quick life update. I was at home yesterday. Got off work. No, wait, what was yesterday? Yeah, got off work. My heating element went out in my hot water heater, so I ended up just going ahead and replacing both of them. And all my dogs were doing well. They were inside because it was really, really hot here. So sometimes I let them out, and then sometimes bring them in. All my dogs stay inside at night, and then I've got a couple of the bigger dogs that I'll let out during the day. But like I said, it's really, really hot, so they were all inside. And Hercules, my boxer, Herc, which has photo bombed or video bombed some of my videos before, and if you've seen my intro where I show the dogs, he headbutts me all the time, and so there's a picture of him headbutting me that used to be in one of my intros, but still is. And anyway, everybody was doing well. Herc was doing well. I'd just come inside from working on the hot water heater, and I saw Herc fall. Like his back legs went out. He fell down to the ground. I thought he slipped on something because he's was really like, just, he wasn't coordinated, kind of like me. And, boxers are notorious for being, clumsy. So I saw him fall down, and then he just fell over on his side. And by the time I got to him, because when he fell over on his side, I knew this was something. I got to him as he was taking 2 breaths, really, really like labored breaths, and he was gone. And before I could even get to him, he was gone. And so I've been doing animal rescue for a long time. I've ran an animal shelter. I've done animal hospice where I've brought home dogs that were dying. And so I'm used to animal deaths, and but I've never had one that quick. Like, I've taken in boxers that had cancer. Boxers are notorious for cancer. And so, at some point I've had to make that end of life decision for dogs before, where you take them to the vet. But I've spent the day with them before they went to the vet and before they were euthanized. Drove by and got them whatever they wanted to eat. Like, if I knew they liked hamburgers or pizza or whatever, I'd go just, let them go crazy one last time. And then, but I've never had one, especially one that's been with me so long, that just died. And I didn't even have time, because when I've, been with them for euthanasia, before, I was with them the whole time. I never leave. I'm always there. Even when I ran the shelter, I was there for every euthanasia that had happened. So to make a long story short, I was in shock yesterday, but there's a lot of people that reached out to me that are on part of my YouTube family, crosses over to my Facebook family. And so I wanted to say thank you to everyone that reached out. I know a lot of you aren't on Facebook and things like that. But I know that, if you were, you would have done the same. So I just want to say I appreciate the love that people sent to me, and it meant a lot. And like I say, it was just a shock. Like I said, I've never had any pet, they're my kids. They're not pets. I've never had children. If you didn't know, I've never really wanted children. Nothing against them. It just wasn't for me. Since I was little, my focus has always been on animals. So, I've rescued birds and squirrels and kept them until they could, either be rehabilitated, or I've taken them to be humanely euthanized because of the pain or whatever it was. But I've never had one just collapse and die, and me not be by their side. So that was very, very hard. And so I say all that to say thank you to everybody that reached out, and I appreciate it. It meant a lot to me, and like I say, my doggies are my kids, and as hard as it is I'm going to keep rescuing. That's it's hard sometimes, especially when you get one, that's had problems. Herc was on death row. Herc had some other issues before, but far as I knew, I'd taken him to the vet and had a full workup done because he had an ear infection. And besides the ear infection, he was in great health. But boxers are prone to what's called boxer. It's a big long word, and now I can't think of it. But anyway, it's just sudden heart attack, basically, is what it is. Some can be asymptomatic for life. So I know that, like a month ago, when I took Hurt to get his ear checked, his workup that they did a general workup, was fine, and that includes, drawing blood and all the other things. But sometimes the first symptom of boxer heart attacks is the heart attack. And unfortunately, boxers typically don't live a long life. I think their average lifespan is between 8 and 10 years old. That's because they suffer from heart conditions, but also are very, very prone to cancer. So, but he was my goofy boy, and I'm gonna miss him. But thanks everybody, and thanks for always supporting me and my channel. And we'll talk to you soon. Fall out.